Well, there's apps for that now too on the
Yes.
training side. I'm
Mhm.
sure you know about that, where coaches plan out the workouts years sometimes years in advance. It's pretty
Yep.
incredible. Anyway, so looking at when an athlete enters a certain phase of their training calendar, right? So let's say like after the holidays into January. Let's talk about the mental side a little bit. How do you get that athlete prepared mentally? And how do you work that into your training calendar to get their mental side tuned up for the beginning of the season?
Sure. So, especially come January, we talk a lot about delayed gratification,
Hmm.
and we talk about the marshmallow experiment, which I don't know if you're familiar with, but that's
I'm
where.
not. Please explain.
Yes. Okay. So this was another Coach Murphy thing. There, you see
Hmm.
these toddlers.
Hmm.
They're sitting in a room and they get handed one marshmallow. And they say, "Okay, listen. If you eat this marshmallow before I come back, they're gonna, the person in the lab coat's gonna leave and come back. They're like, that's the only marshmallow you get. But if you can wait and not eat this marshmallow, by the time I come back, I'll give you another marshmallow, and you can have two." So you see these little toddlers like sitting there, and some of them are like sniffing it. They have to look away. They're like pushing it to sides. It becomes a very cute video. But and then other times you see some toddler, the second the lady leaves, he just pops it in his mouth right away.
Yeah.
And what they did over the next 15, 20 years was track these individuals. And it's crazy to see that like the ability to believe in delayed gratification, how much that affected grades, that how much that affected their earnings, how much that affected so many different things in their life. And really, training is delayed gratification. Training in the Northeast for a spring sport when
Mm.
it's 20 degrees outside, you haven't been outside in 2 months, and you have to try to be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the weight room again, make myself feel sore and not tired again, work on this tiny little thing with my swing again in order for me to just play in the next, outside maybe in the next 70 days. So you really have to hone in on, okay, I'm doing this now for a reward later on.